Hey, hey, my creative friends. I'm Shannon from Shannon Studio, and we are here to talk about a creative life and some tips that will help us to have a more creative life. I think my voice is going. I've had a little bit of a sore throat. So today we're going to talk about Happy Mail surprises. And what happened is that I subscribed to Marion, MARIONBCN. Her name's Raquel. She lives in Stockholm. So I subscribed to her monthly snail mail subscription. So I got it. So I thought I would open it with you guys and talk about. So it has a little thing on the back, and I found her through somebody who lives in Stockholm. I think it was through my Flourish group. Yeah, I know how to open this. Okay, that's when you wish your blade was sharper. So I found her, and I don't know why I signed up for it. I think it's like $12 or $15. So I don't know exactly why I signed up for it until this. Hey, Rose. So until tonight when I was talking about it. But so she has the snail mail. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I like that right off. So it says on the back, there's a little note on the back. It says, Shannon, thank you for your February's pledge and for your support on Instagram. I am hoping that you enjoy this parcel. All the best, Raquel. So this is just cute, tied with a little gold. And let's just undo this and see. I think she has like 40,000 followers on her Instagram. And I've seen her Instagram, and it looks like she keeps mailing these out. So here's this little card, and I like this little fox on there. So I don't know if she does all the artwork. No, she can't do all the artwork. I don't know if she does any. So there's a couple pages of this with a little fox, so I can use that for stationery. There's just all kinds of things. This looks like a little card, some stationery. Of Paris. I kind of like that. So I'm looking at you, don't get to see it. So there's a couple of those. Then she has some washi tape in there, little foxes on there, little bears, and then some stamps, and little labels. And I think those are her stamps on those labels. And more stamps and more stickers and a little label. So just ephemeral that you can just use on whatever you want to use on it. Letter inside. So, and I've looked at her envelopes, and it's on Instagram, MARIONBCN, and I've looked at her Instagram, and I'm like looking at the outside of the envelopes, and I'm tickled that I'm gonna receive something. And like I said, I just love that. This is anemone wallpaper, William Morse, print on paper, England, 1897. It does have that look of antiquity. So as I'm thinking about this, and that I'm excited to get this, I'm like, why am I excited? Like, why is this a thing? So I did a little research. Hey, Dana. Hey, Trisha. Hey, because that's the way we say it in Sweden. Hey. And, I listened to this guy, Dean Grazio or something, and he was always saying, hey, and in his videos. And I'm like, it was kind of, a couple people made fun of it. I did not realize that that's what they say in Sweden everywhere. So anyway, so back to the snail mail. So I got this, and I just opened it up and I was super excited, and I'm in a monthly subscription, and I thought, why did I do this? Why did I do a subscription? So then it made me start thinking, and what I found is, here is a quote from sometimes I just don't write the person's name. This is from Human Brain Loves Surprises, research reveals. And it says, we find that so-called pleasure centers in the brain do not react equally to any pleasurable substance, but instead reacts more strongly when the pleasures are unexpected. This means that the brain finds unexpected pleasures more rewarding than expected ones. And it may have, so the idea is that we like surprises. So why do you think I signed up for this? Because I was, hey Steve, I like the surprises. We like surprises. It is also our brain, research shows that surprise intensifies our emotions by about 400%. 400%, that's huge. That's huge. That's why we like surprises. Now, all surprises are not equal. There are some surprises that are negative, and that's why we either love surprises or we hate the surprise, because we react so strongly. I mean, in our home, I remember at one point going, because Wade and Reese would jump out and scare us, and I hated it. I hated it so much. And then they would start doing it to the little girls, and they were younger, 10 ish. And so I said, you can't go around jumping out and scaring us anymore. And that was a rule. You couldn't jump out and scare us. And now I kind of see why that I reacted so strongly. But the surprise that happens, hey Donna, the surprise that happens, it like hijacks all of our mental processes. It just makes us focus on what that's happening. We become nothing else outside of that. And it lasts for a short seconds, not even a whole second, but it's very short, but still that intensity that we have for surprises. What else and it said, since it's the love month, romantic relationships need the perfect balance of surprise and predictability. And I think that's true. I think that just adds to your relationship when you can surprise yourself, especially if you can surprise your spouse or your loved one, because it's hard sometimes to figure out, how can I surprise this person? So as humans, our brains are hardwired to enjoy new experiences. Creativity is just part of having those new experiences. If you want to be a creative individual, you don't necessarily have to make something. You can have new experiences that gives you a creative mindset. And so that creative mindset is actually intensifying your emotions. So there are a couple places that this gal, I told you about this gal, and then there's like A Beautiful Mess. I've never done these other subscriptions, but I thought I would just tell you. A Beautiful Mess does one, and Itty Bitty Book Company does one for about $5. So that's why I was like, why did I sign up for this? I don't need this. It made me laugh when it came to the mail. I'm like, why? Because we like surprises. I like surprises. We have this strong affinity to have unexpected things. And when you open it up, you don't know what's in it. And I realized it's really hard to surprise me. Alan has had a hard time in our marriage surprising me. I think he's done it once, but don't tell him because he thinks he does it a lot more. But it's just really hard. So having something that comes that I am going to be totally surprised by is a good thing, and that's, I think, why I did it. So the creative tip tonight is that surprise yourself. You can join exchanges, Happy Mail exchanges, or whatever you want to do. You don't have to join an exchange or have that kind of Happy Mail come to you, but figure out how you're going to have surprises in your life, how you might give surprises to others, and kind of put that in your creativity toolbox and your put it in that mental slot that these are good things. I've already thought about it, thinking tonight what I would do in order to enhance somebody else's experience with creativity, with surprises, and how that could go about, and that it intensifies your emotions as long as they're good ones. I mean, they intensify the emotions, but as long as they're good ones, then they're going to feel a certain way toward you. So let me see if there's any more quotes. Oh, as mentioned, I mean, surprise triggers the release of dopamine, a chemical that can do wonders for our brain. Yeah, and dopamine's part of motivation to be creative and to get us motivated to do that. So dopamine's like a real big thing for creativity too. So figure out how you can add a little surprise to your life. And I'm glad you could share my little surprise moment. And remember, you have a creative heartbeat, so listen for it. And I will be back tomorrow. And tell me, tell me some of the things that people have done to surprise you, where you've actually been really surprised by something. Even, it could be bad, I guess. Yeah. So tell me some of those things, because I'm kind of trying to start a little surprise file and see the different ways that things can be done. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.